It's 3:30 Thursday afternoon, September 6th, and we just arrived back at our second night's camp, which is at Miller Lake, really up high on a ridge separating Virginia Canyon and Matterhorn Canyon. And that's the far end of the lake right there. I'm going to just pan out this way. Just had a dip, nice bath. If you look right in the center there, that gray rocky promontory is where our camp is located. We're behind it, where it flattens out a little bit. So I'm going to walk around the lake and just see if anybody's here. It doesn't look like I already walked around the other side, so now I'm walking around this side. I'll do a circumnavigation of the lake. And it doesn't look as though there's anybody here. There's a number of fire rings here, so it's obviously used considerably since it's right on the Pacific Crest Trail. But it's a very pretty little setting here. Our camp is directly behind that granite buttress with a big cloud over it. I'm just walking over there. So that's pretty much my tour of Miller Lake for you. Time is 5:25. We just pulled into camp a little while ago. We're in the upper part of Virginia Canyon near the Summit Path Trail sign. Pre-existing fireplace, cooking our normal good dinners. Lots of wood. My sleeping area over there. Carry over there. And there's not much of a view from here, but it's a very comfortable flop camp. No complaint. Time is 11:20. It is Saturday, September 9th, 2006, our 9th day out. We are headed back to the truck. Tonight will be our last night out. We just crossed Summit Pass, elevation 10,250 feet. We came out of that canyon, which is Virginia Canyon. Our first camp is way up that way, remember? I'm going to pan slowly, and you can see Summit Lake. Kind of a starkly pretty lake here at the top. Those peaks down below, above the lake, I was forced to spend a horrific 1 hour waiting out one of the worst thunderstorms I've ever experienced in my life. While lightning struck the tops of all these peaks around me for an hour, I could smell the ozone. Kerry had the good sense not to cross the lake. He stayed below the lake, below Summit Pass, and waited it out. I was caught out in the open, squatting on my foam pads for an hour, but everything worked out okay. This smooth spot provided us shelter from that storm that I was talking about earlier. We had to bail and set up right here. And we had little channels running around us to direct the water away from us because there was so much rain that night. But it certainly is a beautiful setting for a camp, as you can see. Okay, what time is it?
1:30.
1:30. We are at Nutter Lake. We just passed Gilman Lake on our way down to Green Lake. And as you can see, it's a pretty little gem here. A little hanging lake. At the end of that lake, it gets real steep and goes down to East Lake. We're looking at East Lake. And I'll pan slowly. Very pretty lake.
intertwined.
time is 4 o'clock. We're at the outlet of Green Lake. We found our flop camp for the night. Not a bad little spot. We managed to get enough wood together to put together a fire for dinner, and we might even have enough for afterwards.